H.B. Chandrasekhar. He is an experienced education officer with the government of Karnataka, currently serving as a senior lecturer at the District Institute of Education and Training in Bengaluru Urban District. As said earlier, he has 36 years of expertise in teaching, research, content development, training program design and implementation, public speaking, and policy formulation. He has served as a special officer to the Honorable Minister for School Education Literacy at Sakala between 2021 to 2023. He has written articles in many newspapers like the Deccan Herald, Prajavanya, and has authored many books such as Advanced Educational Psychology, Handbook on Educational Indicators, Handbook on District Information System of Education, and Girls Education under SSA. He has facilitated personality development sessions for SSLC and PU students. Having worked as a state resource person, he has conducted a number of training programs organized to teachers, head teachers of elementary schools, headmasters of high schools, members of school development and monitoring committee, and even the Gram Panchayat. He has covered different educational themes in DD Chandana and All India Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. H.B. Chandrasekhar with a big round of applause as he takes the stage to give us the Chief Guest address.
Namaste each and everyone. Namaskar. So distinguished dignitaries and as chairperson of this institute, Shri Ganesh sir and Srimati Ratnamaji and principals of this institute and other campus school institute, Lavanya ma'am and Ramya ma'am. And today's special guest, Lavanya madam, and then my friend, education coordinator, Naveen Kumar sir, and all their parents and students and all others who are all present here. It makes me great pleasure and immense happiness to be part of this Vrukksha program. So the name itself is very, very meaningful and also very attractive. Vrukksha. It is a celebration of Vrukksha School. So if we can consider this school as the garden, all our children are like plants. Of course, teachers and management are gardeners. And this program, Vrukksha, is definitely the celebration of joy, happiness, and fun of children. Of course, you are all very enthusiastic to see your children's performance, and also, of course, they are receiving many awards for their achievement in sports and literary activities. And the tagline for this Vrukksha program, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which communicates a great meaning. The whole world is a family. You see, in that statement itself, the family is the whole world. Of course, we are living in our homes peacefully with others outside our home. The whole outer world is peaceful and happy. In that way, we are all connected to each other. We are all interrelated to each other. So that tagline suits very well for this program. This shows how much school is valuing our culture and traditions. So culture and traditions and modernity both are required nowadays. if we can consider culture as the roots and modernity and opportunities and other what we explore in the outer world, those are like branches. No tree can survive without the roots. So in this way, since some 1.5 to 2 hours I am here in the school, how much the school is actually giving value to our culture. The beautifully made Bombay Pradakshana, all those stalls and beautiful depicting Ramayana, Mahabharata and great cultural heritage. This is very much required for our children. As we move forward, we are all living in the era of artificial intelligence and also many technological advancements. But we should not forget our roots. We should not forget our culture, traditions. Of course, we are celebrating Navaratri, very divine days, all these 9 days. So, Goddess Durga blessing us all. So, I am seeing these vibrations here in all of us, in this hall itself. So, second thing I would like to draw upon, one story I would like to tell since parents are here. It suits the story. This story actually, many people tell this as a real fact, or many people, most of them, others tell that this is like a just one believe something like that. You might have all heard it's Solomon Island. It is in South Pacific Ocean. In Solomon Island, hundreds of years back, those Adivasis, the inhabitants of those islands, when they wanted to cut the huge trees there, which is not accessible to that axe, they used to surround the whole tree and then they used to yell at the tree, they used to curse, they used to shout against the tree in large voice, in high tune. Daily they were actually doing this, after doing this ritual for about some 20-25 days. Slowly the tree becomes dried and then one sudden day, maybe after some 30 days, of course, the tree will be died and it will fall down. You need to consider this as a story, it's a socio-cultural story, but it is having lot of meaning itself. You see the power of words. If it can uproot a tree, you just think how much it costs for our children and children. When we are actually raising our children, most of the times as parents, we may shout at our children. We may lose temper, we may lose school, and we just think how those words can hurt them, how those words can change their self-image. So self-image is most important in this. These formative years, our children are actually formulating their self-image. So we should be very careful in our words. Even this experiment has been done, even in our homes, we can also do that experiment. If you can take some 2 leaves or some 2 plants, in one plant if you give just some love, good words, kind words, or you can touch those plants or those leaves itself. And you can neglect another plant. After a few days you can observe that plant which you have given some appreciation or some love, that plant actually sells that and it grows beautifully. And the other plant is bigger. So this is the power of word, this is the power of love, power of affection. So that vibration, even it's scientifically proven that plants can sense that vibration. So this actually communicates to all of us that in our homes we need to create that environment, happy environment, love and affection environment, positive environment. Otherwise, whatever education you will do, Whatever opportunities you may give to your children, it will be of no effect. So that positiveness, that love and affection you give to your child, that time you will give to your child, that makes the difference. And the third one I would like to draw your attention is children are great imitators. They won't listen your stories, they won't listen your words. They see your action, how you behave, how you treat them, how you deal with your other person, how you are in the society as a person, how you are living your life. That makes them to shape their personality. So in this sense, the teachings and whatever the words we speak to them, that will not be of no much importance. How will we live? How we set the example as parents? That is most important. So be the person you want your children to become. We may aspire our children to become such and certain personalities, but before that, we should also carry certain qualities. So I appeal to you, we have to portray the beautiful picture of ours. I doesn't mean that we should all hide our true feelings and true emotions, but as we are portraying our personality in front of our children, we should be careful and should have a lot of patience. And fourth one is, I would like to ask one question to all the parents here.
When your child fails in a subject or takes less marks in a particular subject, you, we are all human beings, no? But the thing is, it won't serve any purpose. It's of no use at all. We may get satisfaction by just blaming or outbursting. But what we can do, rather than actually scolding them, rather than actually blaming them, we need to work with them. We need to be patient. We need to have that patience, and then we need to discuss with our children what went wrong. We need to appreciate the effort of the child. That effort in which our children have put. Any success comes with effort, comes with some failures. No success comes without any failures. So, we need to make our children to reflect their practice, reflect their effort, how they did, what can be done, whether they are short of any information, whether they are short of any knowledge, whether they require any skills,
Whether they require any
mindset, whether they require any attitude. These are the things in which we need to make them to reflect upon all those things and help them to achieve. We need to help. We need to be with them. As parents, if we are not with them when in the days of our failure, their failure, then they are lost. So many children, they lose their life some point. Suddenly they take some drastic acts and they end their life. So as per the surveys, these young children who are actually losing their life because of committing their own life, taking their life away, is numbers are more. So we should be with them, and we need to encourage them. We need to appreciate their efforts. That is most important. And the next thing I would like to draw your attention is, being parents, being at home, and also teachers, we need to help them to acquire these 21st century skills. We are all living in the world of AI and technology and everything we are seeing around us. But the thing is, these 21st century skills, along with these technical skills only will not suffice in this competitive world. Like communication, problem solving skills, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and adaptability. These are the skills in which our children require. Outside world is very, very challenging, and they need to cope when our children, when they go outside our homes, when they go to the streets, when they go to marketplaces, when they are in the society, they face all sorts of issues, all sorts of problems, all sorts of challenges. So we need to prepare our children for to face all these challenges. How can we do that? How can we enable our children to face all these challenges? One strategy is we need to expose them to our outer world. We need to make them to interact with others. We need to encourage them to participate in many activities at school, and then they need to collaborate with other people. They need to build their teams. When they need to take risks, they need to take challenges. By attempting only, these skills will come. By teaching or by listening to any lecture, anything, these skills will not come. By trying only. For example, problem solving skills. You may teach them to solve a particular problem through our lecture, but life is not like that. Life in the real life situation, textbook learning or anything which we have learned in our classrooms will not help. That require adjustability, adaptability, our own intuitiveness, our own intelligence. It requires to prepare our children to have all these skills. Being parents, we need to give scope for our children to go out of their comfort zones. We should not keep our children in our comfort zones. Most of the times we will be having so many fears. If you allow them, that will happen, the outer world is danger. So many fears we are having being parents. But we should also give opportunity for them, flexibility for them, freedom for them to try new things, to try ventures. And another thing I would like to draw your attention is, in this era, we need to set examples on all these three aspects, like our food, diet we actually take, we consume as a habit, exercise, and sleep. These are the three things in which we, all of us as elders and all of us, we need to take care of ourselves with all these three things. And also we need to sensitize our children by setting examples, having good food, regular exercise, doing regular exercise or yoga or meditation or pranayama, and getting enough sleep. These are the three things in which most important for all of us for healthy and productive life. Being parents, we need to set examples. And also, we need to create such an environment in our homes that our children also should have all these things in a balanced way. Otherwise, their health will go for a toss, and then they will not lead productive life. We are all seeing in our society that in such a young age, people are getting heart attacks. In such a young age, people are getting diabetes and also blood pressure, and maybe few genetic, but the more are from our lifestyles. So we all know that we are all using our smartphones. So lot of time we are with these gadgets. And when our children sees us, they will also actually emulate us, imitate us. So we need to teach all these things in our homes to inculcate good habits. So in this way, I am not going to take much time. I am actually closing now. So we need to actually, as parents, we need to give love to our children, apart from, and also luxuries. We can give luxuries, but unconditional love to our children is also most important. It's the foremost important for our children. Unconditional love, not conditional love. If you score marks only, I will love you. That conditional love will not work. Unconditional love along with luxuries. Luxuries you can give. And the thing is, quality time along with toys. We buy toys for them, but sometimes we may not give quality time for them. We may give time, but quality time is most important. What is quality time? We have to be with them, we have to listen to them. When time permits, we can play with them. So quality time with toys. Not only toys will not suffice. Quality time is also most important. And we can give valuables for them, but the thing is, give values to them. More important, values. Our richness and our whole future is depending on these values. Give valuables. It's okay. Along with that, don't forget to give values to them. So I will end my talk by saying that future depends on what we do in the present. What we do in the present actually depends. This is Mahatma Gandhi's statement. So whatever we are having the future, it depends on what we do today and now. So in this aspect, being parents, what we are doing now, being children, what we do now shapes our future. So thank you so much for patience listening. I don't know how much it is benefited. You are all very anxious to see your children's cultural events, and also I also took some time for them, for you. So thank you so much for patience listening. Thank you, one and all.